Okay, so I'll just wait till you're listening. Are you there, Anadilia? I'll put the microphone on, that might make things a bit clearer. I'll just put it on. I don't really... Okay, so we'll just put that there. And that should be nice and loud and clear. Is that better? The sound better? All right, let me just check PayPal. Is Nina in the room yet? I don't think she's here yet. I told her that I'm going live. Okay, so I can see your 2 payments there. So 2 detailed readings. Now, Anadilia, what I've been doing when I go live now, I just take one customer, one client at a time. I have to keep repeating myself that all the readings are for entertainment purposes only, just to cover my back. That if you have a problem, financial problem, a medical problem, psychological problem, whatever it may be, please seek the correct advice. A lawyer, a banker, a doctor, a psychologist, whatever. You're at the hospital and then, oh, okay, are you okay? Is it that pain and the belly thing again? It's probably just a UTI, I'd say. That's not Rhonda. My world is Nina. That's Mama B. That's not Rhonda. I can't remember what Rhonda's name was that she changed it to on here, but she changed it to something similar. Yeah, that's Nina. Remember Mama B? Mama B is my world. Rhonda hasn't been on my, the back pain. It's probably, like I said, you probably had a bit of a bladder infection and it's gone to the kidney, and the kidney, that'll create a lot of pain in the lower back. Unless she said you've been doing a lot of cleaning. I don't know if you've been moving furniture and cleaning and bending over a lot with the cleaning. You could have strained your back or something. Fingers crossed that you'll be okay. It's been going on for 2 weeks now and it's getting worse by the day. I'd say it's getting worse because of all the cleaning and stuff you've been doing, but fingers crossed, hopefully you're going to be okay. Hey there, Chris, welcome back. Yes, I hope you're feeling better soon, Nina. Just don't worry about trying to help me in the room. We've got Astro Love here. We've got Chris here. You get yourself sorted out. Chris, Nina is at the hospital right now. She's been having this back pain. I've been telling her to go to the doctor for the last 2 weeks. Anyway, she's at the hospital getting it looked at. A lot of physical work in the apartment, cleaning, organising and moving stuff. You've probably aggravated it more, but I still think you may have had a bladder infection that has gone to the kidney, just with what you were telling me about feeling nauseous and the delay in the cycle, all that sort of thing could have all been because of the kidney. But fingers crossed that it's just, a bit of a strain on the back and you might need to rest. Anyway, Astro Love has paid for 2 detailed readings, so we'll get that done. Let me just check in WhatsApp because I can read the questions in WhatsApp, not on here. Okay, so how does Angel, the Pisces, feel after the conversation today? What can you expect in love that's of importance? Okay, so a love reading for number 2. And first up, you want to know how Angel, the Pisces, is feeling about the conversation that you had. Okay, so as I had stipulated before, this is for entertainment purposes only. All right, here we go. Anadilia. Oh, you donated, Chris? Okay, well, we might be only doing a couple of readings. As you know, I only like to do 1 at a time. So put a pause on readings at the moment. We'll see how we go. I'm in no rush today. I'm thinking we're going to be here quite a while. that I did have a plan of when I'm finished of something I wanted to do today. Anyway, I'm just going to start the clock again. Yeah, we'll just stop that. Yeah, so I do have some plans today. I don't want to be online for hours and hours, even though I could be if I wanted to be. So we'll just see how we go as people come in the room. So at the moment we have two readings for Anadilia and Crystal, and a reading for Chris. Okay, so we got 3 detailed readings at the moment. What you know, Chris, is what I've been doing is maybe 4, maybe 5 at the most detailed readings. So we'll just put a pause on the readings till we get to Chris, and then we'll open up the doorway. If anybody comes in like Erica, Alyssa, Meh, Maurice, the regular people that tend to pay and then get online, well, that's fine as well. But yeah, we've got plenty of time at the moment. I've only been here for about 40 minutes in that. I've been talking to Rhonda, catching up with Rhonda, seeing what's going on there, discussing a few things with her. Okay, so Anna, we're looking at you and Angel. We'll start your timer from now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Anadilia had a discussion with Angel. What's the energy between the two of them now? How does Angel feel about Anadilia now? How does Angel, the Pisces, feel about Anadilia and the connection between the two of them now? Okay, so we'll put his name down, Angel. Then we'll do the 5. I didn't go online as much last week as I could have, because there was quite a few trolls the 2 times I was online, and it was just not upsetting me, but it was just not nice, you know, not comfortable. So hopefully we don't have to put up with that. So Anadilia and Nina, if you can help, and Chris, if you do see anybody, the moment they make some stupid kind of comment and that, can you please get rid of it for me? Just put them in timeout or block them or whatever you need to do. Good, thank you. All right. You have the soulmate connection with the person who wants to transition from being young and making impulsive decisions to more mature with their decisions on what's going to happen between the two of you, okay? I see talking truth came out. I do see that there's something hidden in the background on either your side or his side that wasn't really revealed during the conversation. There is an assumption. There's an assumption of somebody talking to him, telling him what he should do or shouldn't do, or someone telling you what you should do or shouldn't do about the connection that you two have. So there's only one little fly in the ointment between this connection between the two of you. There's a lot of thought going on with Angel right now about what can he possibly give you for the future, or should he let you go, or what's going on. So he is contemplating what you two talked about. The troubles I see is he feels brokenhearted about things, and he does have the energy around jealousy. So although he wants you but can't promise what it is you're wanting from him at this point, he doesn't want anybody else to have you either. And he also wants to work towards being financially stable to live where he wants to live, be, you know, comfortable in his living circumstance, the car he drives, the work he does, the travel he does. So he's torn between his journey with his work and what he needs to do and what he wants with you. I do see where at times he just feels that to end things between the two of you would probably benefit both of you, where he can just focus on his work, he can't give you what you're wanting, and you can move on. But then when he thinks about that, he feels that that would be irresponsible of him because he'd be letting you go. So I do feel that whatever the talk was about, a lot of truth came out, but there is somebody, it's almost like father and son or mother and son, somebody saying you should do this, you should do that. And he's trying to look at you and talk openly with you, but in the back of his head, there's somebody else that tells him what's okay, what's not okay. Moving forward with what he feels might happen, he does feel that the relationship is tinkering, that it might not work for both of you, that he wants to love you and give you love, but he's not ticking all the boxes, okay? So we do have a possibility. He thinks that the relationship's broken. Can it be fixed? Can it come back together? He wants to do the right thing. He wants to learn from what's going wrong here. But you're sitting here, you're the card of desire. He desires you, he wants you, he thinks you're beautiful, all of that. That's not a problem. He loves you, that's not a problem. What the problem is you're sitting in the middle of two cards that normally represent doesn't fit. So he doesn't fit in the world that you want, or you don't fit in the world that he wants right now. The outcome is not all doom and gloom. The outcome is where things reach a point of, this is it. It's either we go ahead and we start something, or we don't and we're done. We do have the possibility of cementing the relationship. This could represent a commitment, a solid commitment of love and understanding and truth. But we have this here also. Now, I feel that this is somebody else, whilst he's wasting time trying to get more money, live where he wants to live, do these things and just worn out from it all, and there's no time for a relationship. His concern is that he knows that the moment he says that I can't give you what you want, Mr. Right will come in, and that will be the end of you and him. So that's what he's thinking about the conversation that you had. It looks like he's in two minds about everything. He loves you, he desires you, but that's not where the problems are. I feel that he doesn't want to promise you stuff he knows he can't give you. Doesn't want to say, yeah, we're going to get married in a year's time and we're going to live together, we're going to move in together, we're going to buy a house together, we're going to have kids together, or whatever. He doesn't want to offer all of that because he knows he can't give that to you. So it looks to me like he wants to be who you want him to be, and he wants to have what you say you want to have, but at the same time he feels that he can't give you what it is that you're hoping for. But he has a lot of fear around, he knows that if he decides to say, okay, look, this is not going to work, I can't give you what you want, it's literally like you're being told you deserve more, and he can't give you the more that you want. But he knows that if he walks away, that he will regret it down the track, because he will see that you've moved on with somebody else. Okay, so let's see what else. How's Angel feeling about the talk that he had with Anadilia? How's Angel feeling about the talk he had with Anadilia? Now, anybody that's joining us, if you're wanting a reading, we just got a slight pause until I catch up. As soon as I'm on Crystal's reading, which is 2 readings away, we will open up the doorway for 1-by-1 readings. I don't want to get a backlog. I don't want to be doing recordings later on. No more of that. When I clock off, that's my time, you know. I'm trying to move into retiring like my husband's retired, where I'm not doing this sort of stuff as much as I used to. All right, how's he feeling? He's wanting you to wait. That's how he's feeling. He's wanting the single life and he's wanting the committed life. This is somebody wanting commitment. This is somebody wanting single. It's clashing. It's clashing with the two circumstances. It's also about somebody thinking about long-term commitment with their money, their job, and what they're doing. But he's got the hangman there. So it's sort of like, will you wait? Should he wait? Should you wait? Moving forward, there's a disconnection emotionally, just not really getting involved emotionally in anything, trying to make things happen that might never come through. Putting up a wall here as well, saying, oh, well, you choose to do whatever you choose to do, but I didn't choose this. It's sort of like he's wanting you to say, okay, you can't give me what I want, so that's it. We're done. I wish you well, blah, blah, blah. The future outcome, he's worried about total disaster there. He wants to have control no matter what, and he's also tempted by, you know, sort of like a toxic sort of situation. It's not looking too good, the outcome of what he believes. Down the bottom of the deck, we do have this emotional, just letting go of emotions, not sort of participating. You are his empress. He does want to give you the lovers, but they're in reverse. He wants to give you that connection. I think there's a lot of fear in him that he knows you want him. He knows you love him. You've had time to move on if you were going to, and you haven't. Anyway, let's see. I want you to think about two questions, two situations. I'll give you the energy around the two situations. Getting pretty hot in here. I'll just take this off. Up next, we've got your second question, which was just a love, romance of substantial value that might be coming your way, not little flings and flirtation. But anyway, I want you to think about two situations at the moment. Just say, what's the energy around this? And if you do have a yes or no, I'll give you a yes or no, but I want you more likely to focus on the energy around that particular circumstance or that person. Okay, so top is your first situation, bottom is your second situation. And good luck. Here we go. First situation is an overload. We have no, no, and then finally yes. My instinct here is telling you, be careful what you're wishing for. What you're wishing for might not be what you need. You're being told that your road's going to be long, but eventually the reward is there. You know, that you need patience at this time. Things are not going to happen like that overnight. And I know it's been a long time with this angel guy, but this is telling you that if something new started, I suppose, that it will eventually come through. There's a lot of mental exhaustion going on in the first situation that you were thinking about, a lot of burnout, basically, and that you need to realize that delays are there for a reason. And then it's showing me that down the track there's something unexpected and beautiful coming towards you eventually. But be careful what you're wishing for. That's the main message I'm seeing there. Your second situation. Second situation is, if you wanted a yes and no, it's yes, yes, and then it's got not too sure. You will have some victory and some triumphs. You will move forward. There may be some kind of travel coming up for you. There could be a new start in a job or some kind of promotion coming your way. Don't overwork yourself, though. Don't commit yourself to things that you can't do. You will get success. There will be a reward in the end. Someone's hiding something from you and they're being very vague with what it is they want or don't want. I feel that in regards to Angel, he's wanting you to make the decision. He's wanting you to say, I can do this or I can't do that. Nobody wants to be the baddie. You know what I mean? That's what it seems like. Alrighty. So Astro Love, we're on to your second one. And your second one was just a generalized, I don't know why I did 4 knocks then, it needed it. So this is what's coming towards you romantically, that's real, it's full on, it's not just a little flirtation and that, because there's plenty of that out there. What real romantic thing is coming away? And what we're going to do, we're going to nominate that the Jack and King of Hearts is angel. Okay, even though the Jack can represent soulmate connection, we're going to represent that just in case, because the love thing, in case it's him. Because, yeah, I want to stipulate that the Jack and King of, actually, we should make it the clubs. Yeah, clubs. So the Jack and the King of clubs, because the Jack of Hearts is soulmate. So Jack and King of clubs, if it comes out, is referring to him. And in the tarot deck, the wands, so the Jack and the King of wands, even though he's Pisces, which is cups, we're going to refer to him as the wands people in here and the clubs people in here. That's just to make sure who we're dealing with here. So what romantic, substantial, real love is coming towards Astro Love? And we're going to nominate that the clubs people, the Jack and the King of clubs, is angel. Is there other love coming towards her that is real and true? Something that will be more substantial. Here we go. So we'll put 7 at the top. 5, 6, 7. Okay, we do have 2 energies that have come out. I'm glad that I changed it from the hearts to clubs, because the Jack and King of Hearts have come out side by side, which would mean a soulmate connection with someone solid. This person may have spoken to you already, but you haven't taken any notice of them. It can be somebody that is young in age, but more mature in how they function, and they've lived a lot of life, okay? The other energy is somebody that's very quiet and studious, works hard, and they would be somebody that would think along the terms of the long-term relationship and all of that. I'm also getting an indicator here that this person may have children, probably boys, I'd say, at least one boy. Yeah, let's see what else we're getting in love. Okay, substantial, promising love. Unfortunately, I was hoping that angel's representation may have come out to show that he will step up. He will show something promising down the track. His cards haven't come out at all. Is he in the bottom? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got King of Hearts, King of Swords, Spades, and King of Diamonds. And we've got Jack of Diamonds and Jack of Hearts. The club people did not come out. The only club that came out was the Queen, which represents you, which represents somebody desiring you, somebody liking you, wanting you. Now, the problems you're going to have is committing yourself to the new journey, unlearning what you've learnt. So you've had this agenda, you've had this thing in your mind of where it was supposed to go. You've got to unlearn that and see something for the face value of what it is, something new that could make you very happy. I am getting an indicator again that this person has a child, and it's a boy. I think it may be a very young child, possibly a toddler or something like that. Moving forward with them, I just see a sexual encounter. I see a lot of sex and fun and flirtation. I see a lot of talk of plans for a future. But you're not going to have a solid, rock solid relationship with somebody like that. You could possibly, what happened with Crystal is very rare, very unique. Meet someone, talk about marriage within the first couple of times seeing them, and then getting married within a month's time or a month and a half. And I'm hoping and praying that that's going to be a wonderful union that she's got there. It looks to me like it is. But your promises in the near future of a stable, more than just, hey, let's go out, let's have sex, let's have some drinks, whatever, or you're fun, you're gorgeous. More than that, in the next month or two, I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing you having fun. I'm seeing you socializing. I'm seeing someone with a promise of a future. But having that knowledge that, yes, this is it. This is the one. I don't feel it's going to come on like that. So let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. I know that he's not at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, we have someone long-term commitment. Possibly they work in a government thing, like they may work for the taxation department, or they may work for a medical facility that's run by the government, or they may work as a doctor in military type setting. This person is very solid. They are offering a proper relationship with you. There is a lot of things you have in common. The only problem I see with them is their job. Their job may be very time taxing, and it may prevent you from having enough time with each other because of your job, his job, that sort of thing. He's down in the future. But you have all the symbols here of soulmate connection, fun, friendship, talking the talk and moving forward. There will be a dud, what I would call a dud. So there will be a connection with somebody. They may be very, somebody you're very attracted to physically. Maybe their voice is just outstanding and it melts you when you hear them speaking. But I feel that when it comes down to tin tacks, they haven't got the right stuff. Okay, but there is another one in there, but I don't feel it's, the readings are normally the next month or so. So I don't feel it's in the next month or so. It's maybe after that, okay? There could be something to do with a birthday celebration, and I think you're Virgo, and if that's the case, that would be September. Where somebody's coming in through your birthday celebrations. Okay, let's see what else we get. We're nominating that the Wands, the Page, the Knight, and the King of Wands is Angel. All other suits are different people. Who's coming in with a promise of proper love, stability, relationship with Anadilia in the coming months? Is anyone coming? There's you. I've got to show you this. Okay, so your first card out, you're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. The single woman, the driven woman, the hardworking, the caring, the long-term commitment woman, right? Beside you is somebody making you have sleepless nights and stress. Who is it? Angel, the Knight of Wands, offering you something but not at all. Okay, so that's your top row. Your second row is more promising. We have the promise of celebration and commitment and get together with a King of Cups, a King of Love, somebody that's offering a lot of love. There is a problem there. This person may gamble, they may drink, they may be a little bit sneaky or suspicious, so you're not too sure what's going on there with them. Then at the bottom row of what your outcome's going to be, you're wishing, you're hoping, you're manifesting, you're trying to make this person come in. We do have the King of Wands sitting here, but we also have the Knight of Pentacles sitting here. So I feel that your wish is either him, Angel, down the track, offering you long-term with the Knight of Pentacles energy, which is a new beginning and slow into that journey, or your wish is that someone like him that has the other qualities comes in. Now, if we read them this way, what's sitting in your problem area is you want long-term commitment. You're wishing, wishing, wishing. Middle of the deck of where you feel you're having sleepless nights about, if I get this person, he'll probably show up on my doorstep. So I feel that you have a fear that if you let go of the connection with Angel and start exploring something with other people, and then when you finally find that other person who you feel that this is going to work, Angel will come knocking on the door and say, I've thought about everything. I want to be with you. Here's the ring. Let's get together. But you can't live like that, waiting for that to happen. If it hasn't happened yet and you've been waiting for however long, I don't know how long you've been waiting. I think you've been coming to my channel since 2021 when we were in lockdown and things like that, and I went on live. I'm pretty sure you've been coming to my channel for a very long time. The outcome is showing him offering what? Offering temptation with the devil, but then you have this other one. So it keeps showing him and then another one who's offering the real deal. He's offering flirtation and fun and part-time. And I think that once you move on to somebody else that could be secure and solid, he will show up on the doorstep. All right, so let's finish up. We're on to Chris next, so we're opening up the readings now for anybody that wants a reading. We'll take on some more. Yeah, years. You've been waiting years for this situation. And there's been different excuses as well. You know, everybody has to go to work and earn an income. Everybody wants to know that they've got a secure financial future. People that have been in marriages and got kids or whatever, they work things out. You know what I mean? And you could be waiting for another few years. You know, it could be another 3 years, 4 years. And then meanwhile, you're getting older. Opportunities are passing you by. And you're still waiting on this promise. So anyway, if anybody's wanting a reading, readings are now open again. We've got one more paid one at the moment. So there are Justin, thank you. Welcome back, Peggy Sue. Haven't seen you for a while. Okay, so just to finish up, Anadelia, Anadelia, I want you to focus on two energies around situations. What is it you're hoping for? We can do a yes and a no, but don't base what I tell you on just the yes and the no. There's more to that sort of circumstance, you know? So just think about, what's the energy with this? What's the energy with that? Will I be more successful with my work? Will I get a promotion? Whatever it is you want to think about. So good luck. Here we go. First situation. Second from the bottom. This is more positive than the first questions. I don't know if you asked the same questions or whatever. The information on your first situation, the energy around it, we have the Ace of Cups. Happiness, fulfillment, possible pregnancy, conception, doesn't have to be. New feelings arising with someone new. It's going to create unbalance for you. For you to open up your heart to something new will create a bit of a, what about if he suddenly turns up on my doorstep? Then what? You face that when it happens. And if it never happens, it never happens. You need to face the consequences and face the decision without fear, okay, of what you're going to do next. And the other one you've got here is some sort of unexpected windfall, possible, some sort of long-term commitment coming up, financial stability coming up. There's some kind of wealth coming towards you. It could be a promotion at work as well. Alrighty. And your second situation, if you wanted yes or no, that's more of a yes than a no. Your second situation, you've got yes, yes, no. The yes in the middle is upside down, so it's a maybe. Maybe situation. The King of Wands is sitting here. Somebody that's passionate, somebody that's stable, somebody that's hardworking, very, very attracted to you, and you're attracted to them. It could be him. We did nominate that it's Angel. But then we've got the card that represents somebody that's single, somebody that's taking their time, somebody that's always sort of moving forward. They're making irrational sort of statements, or maybe doing some sort of reckless spending or investing in things they shouldn't. Just beware of being dragged along. And the other thing is telling you that with lack of communication, there is this self-sacrifice going on for you. That if you're not really verbalizing how you exactly feel and what you exactly want, and you're not getting the answers, you're sacrificing your own feelings and your own self. And don't be bullied. Don't be pushed. All right, that's you. Up next, we've got Crystal. What was the one that came in from Peggy Sue? Was that just a $2 yes and no? Peggy Sue, do you see me buying, renting a house this year? Was that a $2 question? Okay, I'll just do that yes and no, Crystal, and then we'll get started on your detailed reading, okay? Okay, Peggy Sue, yes or no? Thank you for the $2. You're paying another one. All right, I'm going to do one, and then I've got to do Chris's, and then we'll come back to your second one, okay? So your first question was, Peggy Sue, do I see Peggy Sue renting or buying a house this year? That's two questions. Are you going to be renting or are you going to be buying? So I'm going to ask one. Will Peggy Sue be renting? If she's not renting, it means she's going to be buying a house. Will Peggy Sue, whose name actually starts with S and is not Peggy Sue at all, is it? I think it's Suzanne or something you said. Will she be renting this year? If I get a no, there's a mystery there dropping out. Okay, let's stop. It depends on another person of what you're doing. This is not just for you. Okay? It's like somebody else that's going to be helping you. If they come forward, you will be, I feel, buying, not renting. Okay? So this doesn't just fall on your head. This is somebody else's. And I'm not even seeing anything to do with a financial decision. This is an emotional decision, okay? I'm going to throw a spanner in the works here, Peggy Sue. You will be short-term staying somewhere for the dream of the house, because you've got the Ten of Cups here. The Ten of Cups is buying a house. If I had Ten of Pentacles as well, that's definitely buying a house. So the Ten of Cups, it's also an emotional card. You've got the card of waiting. You're waiting to buy. You've got the Rescue card in reverse here. So this is sort of like an escape from where you are to something better. And this dropped out, the Moon, which is mystery. Now, you've also got the symbol of the Pisces person here. So that could be an issue as well. I'll just quickly grab two of those cards over there for this yes and no. Will Peggy Sue, I'm going to ask buying. Will Peggy Sue be buying a house? Will Peggy Sue be buying a house? You got yes and maybe. The maybe card is all about waiting for that opportune moment. So yes, you will be buying, you will be taking power. You got the Empress card there, and then you got the Wheel of Fortune. So the change of circumstances will come in. I still feel, and it's not in the cards, I still feel that you buying the house, it's an emotional thing and it's coming through from somebody else, okay? And there's some kind of an emotional escape thing going on at the same time. All right, Crystal. Peggy Sue, just hold that thought. We're going to do Crystal's payment. Oh, and we got a payment from Bethel, so we need to put a pause on the readings again, guys. There's Bethel. Thank you, Bethel. Okay. Okay, Chris, I'm going to keep the focus on that question because I know you've got other very heavy-duty things going on with you at the moment. And I'm glad you didn't ask me about them. I'd rather not look in that direction, even though I do see a good outcome. Crystal wants to know, she's asking for a raise tomorrow. Will she get that raise? How will this go? How will things go for Crystal at work? She's going to be asking for a raise. How will that go tomorrow for Chris? Or today? My today, your tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got a lot of happiness coming towards you, Crystal. And I wasn't going to go there, but remember I mentioned Black 3 can represent what you're going through. There's going to be an option coming up with that. You're going to choose the right option because you've got a lot of happiness following, a lot of good health and happiness following. It's something to do with some type of medication or something, and then you have a red 3. So I know that's not about the job. I knew it would probably come out. You're going to be fine. Going to be fine. Now, in regards to the job, you are stipulating the workload and what you're taking on and what the equivalent is with what the pay should be. You know, like whatever you're taking on. Rhonda recently spoke to me that they had an appraisal. You know, everybody got their appraisal for how much work they've been doing. And they're all excited that they got 60 cases closed a day or 70 cases closed a day. She gets 120 or 105 or takes on other people's work, and she doesn't get any more pay. Okay, so I feel it's a similar situation with you, that you're doing above and beyond and you are very deserving of this. I'd have to say that with the Queen of Diamonds sitting next to the Ten of Hearts coming up, you're going to get what you want. It's not going to be as big as you want, though. If you were asking for, let's just say, $4 an hour more, it's going to be $3 an hour more. But you are still getting a raise. The other thing I'm seeing here is that they may try and offer you a thing like that every 2 months you will get some particular bonus thing added, or you'll get, I don't know if you get health insurance with your job, but they might throw in something. So I feel like there's an offer of something else as well. Not particularly, you're asking for $40 an hour more, whatever it is, it's likely to be not 4, but 3. Okay, so it's slightly down by 1 or by 10, whichever way you want to look at it. If it was $40, it's 30. If it's $4, it's 3. If it's per year, 40,000 more, it's 30,000 more. Okay. But you are happy. You are happy. But there is an expectation attached to it as well, Chris. So I didn't even start the clock. So let's start the clock now. Have I got 8 on here? Yes, I have. All right. Here's the boss sitting right here with the King of Clubs. Here's discussing the workload. Here's your proposal about what you're expecting, what you feel you deserve. There is a bit of a disgruntled feeling from your side, I feel, that this should have been sorted before, but that's why you're bringing it forward now. There's an up and down energy where whilst you're sitting in front of the boss or the bosses or whoever it is you're having this meeting with to ask for this pay rise, there is a feeling of ease and tension at the same time. Moving forward, they want you to commit to something. Something government, something official, or they might bring out the rules and regulations around this is your job, this is your job description, this is we call it out here, the award wage for what the person does. And by law, if you're employed doing X, Y, Z, they must pay the base rate for X, Y, Z. So I feel that there's talk around what would be expected for that particular amount of money, an increase. I'm feeling a delay thing because we've got a red 7 at the beginning of the proposal, which is you saying, this is what I feel I deserve, this is what I've been doing, you're well aware of my work performance. There's also this government official rule, regulation or something that's in the mix of all of this. And then your wish coming true, because we've got you sitting there with wish coming true. And then we got not exactly what you asked for, but then you've got Ace of Hearts and 7 of Diamonds as your final card. 7 of Diamonds is money. 7 of Diamonds is a plan. 7 of Diamonds, if you've got the black 7 before, and then you've got the red 7. When you're talking what you want, you've got the red 7 of Hearts. So that's your plan. 7s to me is where people sit down in a group, in a workplace, in a sports place, whatever. They discuss what would be the best plan of attack for the future. So you're getting a 50-50 result at the end of it. Part of the plan isn't the way you thought, the rest of it is. So I feel that you will be going well with this. There will be a bit of a tension thing. I'm wondering whether with this 5 of Hearts sitting in the middle, somebody that used to be doing what you were doing 2 years ago or whatever, they were receiving X, Y, Z. And so you're bringing up the case of, remember when such and such worked here? I took on their role. I was doing blah, 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 but I was never compensated for that. I was never given what I should have been given when they left and I stepped in. So, yeah, I feel like you're bringing up something from the past to make a solid statement about that you are deserving of this. So how will it go? Wishes coming true. 7 of Diamonds. You're standing there very strong with the Queen of Spades energy. She's very strong. She's very dedicated and she knows what she's talking about. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you've told me that you work from home because there's something to do with a car or movement thrown in here. So I don't know if they're going to say, oh, we will give you, you're asking for $50 an hour more. We're willing to give you $20 plus we'll give you money for travel or we'll give you money for fuel. Or I just feel there's some sort of deal they're talking about. But the outcome is good. The top 7, the outcome is the 3 of Diamonds with the 10 of Hearts. The 555, the outcome is Ace of Hearts with the 7 of Diamonds and the 9 of Hearts, which is wishes coming true. So I'm going to say that even though it looks very up and down and not too stable with what's said and what's going on, there is an offer there. It is a good offer. It's just not what you wanted, okay? It's not as much as you wanted. But there is something else discussed there. Bottom of the deck, how's it all going to go? You've got double aces, which is contracts being signed. Again, we got a 50-50 thing. We've got the Ace of Diamonds, but then we got the Ace of Clubs in reverse. So this is a contract being signed. We have you here as the hard worker with the the king and the jack looking at you and discussing signing of the contracts. So part of the outcome is very favourable and part of it is just not quite up to what you wanted, Crystal. So I hope that helps what I'm saying there. I'm trying to give examples, but it may be that they talk about that over a year, this is how much more you will be getting, plus we'll throw in free health insurance or a bonus at Christmas time that has to be minimum of so many thousand or whatever. All right. Show me. Crystal's having a meeting about pay rise. Is there a possibility that they might offer you a different position as well? Different work? I'm assuming you're talking about uprise, but you might be talking about the other job you do part-time. All right, outcome is the money there, but not the money that you want. You've been stressing about what you should do about this, what's the right way to go about things, feeling like they should have known this and they should have done this anyway. They should have known the work you were doing. They should have offered you a pay rise long before you having to ask for it. There's a stress feature here coming out about all of this. I feel that this, with the other cards that are sitting here, tend to be about, because you've got healing here, you've got cards that represent pregnancy, birth, fertility, family, your husband, child, husband. Like, you've got all cards about that coming out in this reading about the job. So I feel that the stress and stuff like that is around a personal matter that's sitting here, not a financial matter, because the Pentacle cards are not sitting here. The Pentacle outcome card is in reverse. So, and at the bottom of the deck, we have opportunities for new beginnings, a period of rest coming up, followed by a lot of swift movement. So how will it all go? Well, I'll show you the card you got at the top. The card at the top is the victory and success. Victory and success right next to the boss, the King of Swords, which can represent success in a medical matter, personal matter with your husband as well. You got Nine of Cups after a period of deliberation and thinking, or in a health matter, a period of healing. You have successful outcome here. I just don't like this Five of Pentacles here. Let me just get more information on that five before we do your 2 questions to finish up. Show me why this Five of Pentacles is in the outcome, and I want focus only on the pay rise at the job. Only on the pay rise that Crystal is going for at work. Emperor, Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands, whole load of people coming out. These are all very positive, very strong, very, basically this is like a massive decision being made, and they're all positive energy. Bottom of the deck, we have focus on what it is you want and be positive about where you're going with everything. A lot of hard work ahead, followed by new beginnings as well. So are you going to get it? I think you'll get 70 to 80% of what it is you're wanting. That's what I'm feeling, 70 to 80%. I was going to say 90% because you had that one off, 10% off, but I feel like it's more closer to 70 or 80% of what you were actually wanting. So only time will tell. You'll have to tell me how it all goes. But it does look positive. Okay, I want you to think about 3 situations. We'll do energy on that, and then we're back to Peggy Sue with, what is it, a $2 super chat, and then she paid for something else, or somebody else paid a super chat as well. I think somebody paid a $4.99 one or something. I'd have to go back and have a look. All right, so Crystal, think about 2 situations, 2 energies. Let me see what we get on those. Crystal's thinking about 2 situations right now. What's the energy around them? What does she need to know? What's the messages Crystal needs to know on those 2 situations? Now, I just want to tell everybody that all of these readings are for entertainment purposes only. If you have financial, medical, psychological, relationship problems, whatever they may be, please seek the correct advice and treat this as entertainment only. I've noticed a lot of videos lately that my husband watches a lot of YouTube. They're all saying that when they're talking about anything to do with finance or anything to do with medical or whatever. I don't know. I think people are being very cautious now. Your first situation, whatever it was you were thinking about, Crystal, it's an extremely positive outcome. We have yes, yes, yes in a positive way. Okay, there's obstacles you need to overcome. There's things you need to get through at the moment. There's a lot of generosity, a lot of helpful people, a lot of things at hand for you. There is a new plan, a new idea, and clarity comes, and you move forward, and the focus is all on victory and breakthrough. There's an opportunity to increase the income coming up. Funny enough, you were just asking about a pay rise. And you need to sit down and do your negotiations here to move forward. But there's a new beginning there. The other situation you were focused on is more down the negative kind of side with a positive outcome. So you've got a no, followed by a maybe, followed by a no, but I take this card, the Knight of Swords, as yes, okay? The only reason I would see it as no is, should I rush something? Should I skip something? Yeah, well, no, don't rush. So, yeah, overcoming financial issues and everything is there. Not to be too impatient with something at the moment. Not to expect things to happen too quickly or whatever, just to slow things down, take your time at the moment. You've got Pentacle energy, you've got a reverse Strength energy. But then with the Knight of Swords, it's telling you, you will know when to seize the opportunity, when to take that chance, and being very, very resourceful. But it's telling you, don't make a hasty decision. Don't make something like there and then on the spot and say, yep, I'm doing this or I'm doing that. Just do a bit of research around whatever it is and then take your time with it. All right. Thank you, Crystal. Up next, we got Peggy Sue. This is both $2 ones. Okay. Peggy Sue, question 1. Do I see you buying or renting a house? We did that. Will you get the financial benefit? These are both $2. So Peggy Sue, you want to know if you're going to get the financial benefit. I assume that that financial benefit is so that you can buy this house. All right, let's see what we get. Peggy Sue is wanting to know, will she get the financial benefit? Up next, we've got Bethel. Bethel's next with a detailed reading, I believe. We'll have a look at that in a sec. Will Peggy Sue get the A&A financial benefit? Will Peggy Sue get the A&A financial benefit? Good luck. No. You've actually got a card that represents a financial problem. Okay, the first one is that the communication is not there. So it may be any documents you had to sign or anything you had to submit wasn't done, or somebody didn't sign on the dotted line, or the timing was off. Then it's telling you about a negative change in the financial situation, and not to rush at something. Let's see what was at the bottom of the deck. There will be a turnaround. There will be a turnaround and a renewal coming up. And then finally the happiness will return and things will stabilize. So initially it's saying no, about you getting that return because something wasn't done correctly. So if there's a procedure about getting this particular money, maybe there's a delay on the money, or maybe if you're expecting, let's say, $50,000 in a lump sum, maybe they're going to say, no, you cannot have the whole lot. We're going to give you $10,000 a year or $10,000 every 6 months or something like that. Oh, you want a deeper read on this? Did you pay before or after Bethel? I'm not sure because you paid using the other thing. All right, we'll start that again, but keep that in mind with what we've got there. You didn't pay yet. You only paid for yes and no. Let me just go backwards because there was something else paid here. We did your yes and no whether you'd buy a house or be renting. I felt that in time you'll be buying a house. I don't know if I can scroll back. The only other thing, there it is. Oh, that was Astro Love. Okay, sorry, Peggy Sue. Okay, so Astro Love, you've paid for two $2 questions, which we'll do later. Peggy Sue, so you've paid $2. That's the $2 one. Okay, all right. Okay, so what I'm getting there, like I said, there will eventually be a good outcome. Will you get that money? Let me see what I get here. Well, Peggy Sue, well, your name's not Peggy Sue, so will the person using the name Peggy Sue online, will she be getting the payout from A&A that she's waiting for? Will Peggy Sue, that's the name she uses online, will she be getting a payout? Eventually, not right now. You've got a small amount. The Page of Cups is something small, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is sitting in reverse, which is some turnaround, something that didn't go right. What you're wishing for on delay. We have this temptation to do the wrong thing. We have an offer that's sitting in reverse that's not what you're wanting, and then we have a small offer again. So 2 decks are showing me the same kind of energy. So I don't know if this thing's going to be, if it's a court case, it's going to be put on pause. If it's something where they decide that they're not going to give you the money in a total lump. Yeah. Anyway, are you getting it? Yes or no? I'd have to side with no at this time. That energy could change in the coming months. Maybe there's some other paperwork that has to be signed. Maybe there's delay. Yeah, you can donate and we'll have a better look at it for a mini. You've already paid the $2. We've already started on it. So the minis, if you're going to donate through that super chat thing, the minis are $9 US. So you'd have to just pay another $7 US for the mini, and we'll do the mini on it. Okay, so let's move on to Bethel. And then after Bethel, we'll do Astro Love's two $2 questions. And then we'll come back to you, Peggy Sue, if you decide to do the mini thing. I don't know why. I was getting a lot of negative energy around that, Peggy Sue. So if you could tell me your, I think you said your first name was Susan. I'll focus on your name as Susan. I think you said it was Suzanne. Anyway, Bethel. What can you expect with the investigation being conducted for one of these legal matters, and the rest of the reading just general for the month? Okay. Investigation being conducted on one legal matter, and then other messages. Okay, so what we're going to do Bethel wants to know, what can she expect? There's an investigation being conducted on certain legal matters. So we're going to put 3 cards, 3 lots of 3 over here for the legal matter, what's going to happen with the investigation, and then the rest of the cards we're going to put to the other side, okay? Hey there, Jeff. Welcome to the room. Or the channel, whichever way. All right, what can you expect with the investigation? A good outcome. There's something about deception and lies, something that was going on in the background. He said, she said. We've got something about money misplaced, or money that was supposed to be used for a certain thing, or money that was promised, or whatever. We got the legal person sitting here, or investigation, if you want to look at it that way. We got 2 black 4s here. I don't like 2 black 4s. That's where lies might be found out, hidden secrets might be found out. You got double 8s in red. Normally double 8s, if we were talking about a financial thing or whatever, it's a good vibe, a good feeling to have. Bottom of the deck, we've got you looking at the emotional side of everything and feeling quite contented with something coming to a close, something being there. There is something to do with a document that was either untrue or illegal. There was something that is found in regards to that. I don't know if there was money that was supposed to be stipulated that it was 7, and then somebody said it was 10. So let's say somebody said, oh, there was $700 there. And then somebody else said, no, it wasn't 700, it was 1,000. It looks like it was more likely that it was 8. Okay, 800. So there is something found out where somebody that was talking to you, let's say, or talking to a lawyer, let's say, somebody that was saying something, but then when they left that room, they would go and tell somebody else a totally different story. So there is a mistrust thing being revealed from this, whatever this is. I'd have to say with the Ace of Clubs being in reverse, this would represent a document of some kind that was signed or was untrue because it's in reverse. The outcome is showing the 8 of Diamonds. The 8 of Diamonds is a good thing. The 8 of Diamonds is being in the right place at the right time and feeling that this is the right thing to do. There's a little bit like the stress cards are lower than the good cards, put it that way. So the stress cards are 5 and 4. The good cards are 7, 8, and 10. You've got double 10s here, double red 10s, double red 8s. So I'd feel that this situation, whatever this investigation is going to be, there's a slight imperfection with it, but the benefits are good in the end. So hopefully that's correct there. Over here on this side, Porvi, you're asking a question there. I don't know if you did a donation or what's going on there, but ask the people in the room and they'll help you with that, the moderators. All right, over here, general messages, and then we'll do the same with the tarot cards for you. There's a bit of frustration coming up for you. You've got 7 of Clubs sitting next to the King of Hearts and the 9 of Spades. This is normally like a disagreement, an argument, and saying, that's it, I'm done. I'm walking away from this. I don't want to talk anymore. It's strange that the King of Hearts is sitting in the middle of all of this, because this is showing me some kind of emotional thing, somebody that betrayed your trust, or somebody that said they'd be there and they're not there. It's moving forward into double aces and making a commitment, and then a soulmate sitting in the middle here. There's also this thing about being in two minds. I feel like you might be a little bit like me and headed for, from time to time you go into like an anxiety where you're very, very hyper and you can't sleep, and then you're exhausted and your mind just won't stop. There's some kind of emotional thing coming on. If you're exploring something new with somebody, I just feel like disappointment. And then trying to make up your mind, do I keep going with this or do I just, that's it now? Your outcome coming up is there's a lot of hard work coming up. There's a lot of talking going on. There's a lot of possible misunderstanding going on. But it's showing something to do with work. It literally looks like having to do a job that you don't want to do is coming up. Having to talk to somebody you don't want to talk to. Medically speaking, there is some kind of medical issue sitting around a male. It would have to be, literally looks like somebody dealing with diabetes problems, cholesterol problems, things like that. Nothing major, no hospital or anything like that. It is affecting blood and heart and possibly affecting the head and the way they deal with things. The outcome cards at the bottom are looking quite nice. The outcome cards in the near future is a new friendship is coming in through something unlikely. It's like you go somewhere where everybody's on the same page with each other, the same church group or a dance class or whatever. And then through an unlikely connection, there is a new friendship. It could be a sexual thing. It could be fun. But yeah, it's looking like a new adventure with somebody. Let's see what we get over here. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do 3 from the top and 3 from the bottom for the investigation in a legal matter. See what we get there. And we're going to do 3 from the top and 3 from the bottom on this side, just for any other messages. Any other messages. After this reading, we'll be doing Astro Love's 2 $2 questions. So can we get them on the screen, please? Astro Love, can you type them out in capitals again so we can get them on the screen? Okay, so Bethel has an investigation going on with a legal matter. You're being told about patience. That's going to be on the left-hand side, 3 from the top and bottom. Let's do that now. How's that all going to go? Lies being revealed. 7 of Swords in reverse and Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Bad karma, lies being revealed. Your wish coming true here. You're being told to just stay and wait the time. There is an offer that's not substantial that's being told to be refused. And there's also someone trying to say, let's work together on this or whatever, and you saying no to that. Anyway, other messages she might want to see, what's coming towards Bethel that she needs to see. We've got a connection here with 4 of Wands. This can be a good, favourable outcome coming towards you. Top and bottom. We have an unsolved thing still going on, and you're trying to work out which way to go. You may be going on a trip very, very soon. This looks like a trip for pleasure and fun. You're going to be working out which way to go with things. Should you put more energy into this thing or more energy into that? Should you put more money into this, less money into that? You're trying to manifest change for yourself. And be wary of somebody who is trying to get you to jump or bite or act on something too quickly. Okay, just tell them, no, I'll take your information and then I'll take my own time to make up my mind. I just feel like you're going to be pressured to make a decision on the spot. And if it's anything to do with legal matters, you need to know your legal rights and do you have time to put it on hold or whatever. I want more information about this investigation. What's Bethel What's the result going to be for Bethel with this legal investigation going on? Strength and you sitting on your throne. Something upside down here. Now, the aces to me are like legal documents, binding agreements and everything. It's in reverse. So this is cancelling a contract, something just not being valid. Your outcome, judgment, which is usually success depending on the other cards, 10 of Pentacles, and the King of Hearts, King of Cups sitting in the middle. So, yeah, that's good energy there. It looks like a good outcome, whatever it is. It does look stressful, though. Alrighty. We got to do the 2 energy reads on the other deck. And then we're moving on to who was next? We've got Astro Love, which is Anna Delia, with $2 questions. And then I think we're finished, actually, guys. Let me just check PayPal. Yep, we'll probably close off now because it is 12 o'clock and everybody's coming in for their lunch and everything now into the club. Alrighty, let's do, so these, we got to do the 2 energy reads. So I want you, Bethel, to think about the 2 situations. We will get like a yes or a no. We'll probably get a maybe. And I'll tell you the energy around those 2 situations. So you just think about the 2 situations you want me to look at. Let's see what we get. There was a man that came in here, seen me sitting here talking on the phone. He came over here to this chair right here and sat there, and he's just gone out the door. He was listening and watching to see what I was doing because all he can see is me sitting here talking to a phone and he can't hear anybody talking back. Anyway, sorry about that. He walked in when I was just finished your reading and about to do your questions, your energy reads. You can get PayPal just like that, Peggy Sue. It used to be that you needed a credit card and everything. You do have to donate money into the PayPal to be able to use PayPal. But you don't need to have credit cards or anything like that. You can just open up a PayPal. I find PayPal very secure myself. Anyway, this is for entertainment purposes only. I have no idea what that 80-something-year-old man, he would have been about 85. He walked in here limping. Oh, no, he's going to come back. All right, let's get these questions done. Let's get these questions done. He probably does think I'm using an earpiece. He wouldn't be able to see the microphone here on the front of me. And he probably couldn't notice that I've got a thing plugged in the bottom of my phone here. But yeah, he must have thought that someone must be replying to me. Anyway, Bethel, think about your 2 situations. Let's see what the energy is that we get for you. Peggy Sue, the only thing I can think about is that I'm not allowed to have Cash App. Cash App's not in Australia. And there's other ones that people use. The only thing available in Australia is PayPal, and then when I'm on YouTube, the Super Chat. And you can only get Super Chat once you're monetized. And you only get monetized once you've got 4,000 hours of viewing and 1,000 subscribers. Or that's what it was 2 years ago. They may have made it even harder now. But yeah, that's the only options I've got, unfortunately. All I can say is that maybe I will be back here tomorrow, or will not here. I'll be at the other club tomorrow. So maybe you can catch me tomorrow and we can do it tomorrow. But sometimes what happens is your own bank, like if you're using a credit card through that SUPACHAT thing, your own bank won't let you do it. The other thing you can do is, you're in America, aren't you? In Australia, we sell, you can go into the local post office and they will sell you an actual Visa card, and you put $20 on it or whatever, and then you can use that to use PayPal, or you can use that to use the SUPACHAT thing. Anyway, that's just some options that I can think of right now. All right, Bethel, just to finish up, your first situation, if you wanted a yes or a no, everything's in reverse. So I'm going to go off the energy of the card. That's positive, that's a yes. That's positive, that's a yes. And that's a transition card, which is a maybe. So if you wanted yes or no, it's more of a yes than a no, the situation. The energy around your situation you're thinking about in situation number one, it's about making a change and not feeling like you're lost in translation here. Not worried about that you may have missed the boat, or you may have missed out on something while you're waiting or whatever. It's getting out of that kind of energy and focusing on what it is, what's going to make you comfortable, what's going to make you happy, what's going to work. And the other thing is not to spend too much time in fantasy. Work with the facts, not the fantasy, or not so much fantasy. Like if there's something that you just honestly, you cannot recall, you don't know, don't try and make up something to fit the situation, or don't try and take on what somebody else says was going on because they can remember and you can't. You just have to stay with what's real on that particular situation. But I just feel like you're not trusting yourself enough, your own gut feel on things. Your second situation you were thinking about is very positive, and then again with a maybe kind of slow down situation. There's going to be new plans, new experiences coming towards you. If you wanted a yes and no, it's more of a yes for your second question. There will be times where you want to be impulsive, you just want to do it, you want to get it over and done with. You're being told if the adventure, if the situation is there, to yes, snap it up and take it on. But if it's just not looking quite right, take your time. Also, you're going to be dealing with somebody that's hiding something. They may be acting shy, or they may just completely be a stubborn SOB. So, and just be wary of somebody offering things that they can't actually give you. All right? Anyway, that is you. And I think that we're done, are we? We just got Astro Love's two $2 questions. Let me just scroll back, and Astro Love, question 1, will they call you for the ESOL part-time position? I seen something in your love reading about a possible new job, a new position or something. So maybe that's what it was. All right, we'll use the normal tarot for you. Astro Love's first question. She's waiting to see, will she get a call back from ESOL for a part-time position? Anadilia is waiting to know, will she be getting a call back for a part-time position with ESOL? Ooh. Your first card out is an emotional detachment, which is usually a no. Your second card out is a definite yes, and it's a financial card. It's the 10 of Pentacles, which is celebration, that yeehaw. And then your last card is the King of Wands. He is in reverse. He is usually the boss, the person who wants to work with you or wants you to work there. Because he's in reverse, I've got a funny sneaking suspicion that he is the person that's not getting the job. So are you going to get a call back about having a part-time position there? Emotionally, I don't think it's something that you're wanting. but I do think it's a yes, that you're going to get a call back on that job. Let me just pull 2 of these to confirm that. Will Anadelia, that's a yes flipping over. Will Anadelia be getting a call back to offer her a position at ESOL? You got 6 of Pentacles, which is a yes, and you got Page of Swords, which is a yes. I still feel that even though you get offered it, I don't know if you're going to take it or not, or whether you're not going to like what they want you to do. Okay, your second yes or no for $2, will you get the ESO? Oh, you are going to get a call back, and I've just done pretty much that. I don't think you're going to want the job. But anyway, will Anadelia get the position at ESOL? I'm wondering whether they're going to want you to work more than just the part-time position and you don't want to. Anyway, let's see. Will Anadelia, you're in 2 minds about it, that just dropped out. Will she be getting the part-time position at ESOL? You got Judgment, which normally is yes, depending on the cards next to it. This dropped out, which was a 2 of Swords, not sure what you want to do. The Tower, which is very negative energy about not really wanting to do this, not sure. And then we got the 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles, when you're asking about a job, is not enough money. Are you wanting this job simply because you need money? Because I just don't feel you're going to like the job. Are you going to work at this position? Well, according to these are sort of pointing in the direction of no, but this is saying you get the job. This is the announcement, you get the job. You're being offered 2 sort of ways to go with it. You're not sure what to do. The Tower is the hesitation, and then the 4 of Pentacles is that you need money. Let me look again. Is Anadelia going to get the position at ESOL? The part-time position, will Anadelia get that job? We got yes, 10 of Cups, but we got this not liking it. It's a false start. It's not something you want to do. We got the King of Wands, passionate, unexpected news, new job, moving enthusiastically. There's opposition and jealousy. So I'm going to say that you're going to get a call back. You're going to get a job position offer. I just don't feel you're going to like it or you're going to want it. I think there's going to be some kind of jealousy or crap going on where you applied for this job. Okay, so it's less money where you're currently working. I just feel that this job where you would be going, you're going there because of the money, because it showed the money thing. I just don't feel it would be the right move for you. I feel that you'll regret it, that if you go there, because it's showing me some kind of emotional thing, some kind of explosion about it all. Anyway, I think that's it now. We've done all the readings. There's nobody else wanting readings. So while we got you in the room, Astro Love, your star sign, Nina, your star sign, Chris, your star sign, and whoever else is in the room. Peggy Sue, if you're still there, watch your star sign. I'll pull 3 cards for each of you for the star signs. Let me just get the pen and paper out. I replaced my bag. I got a bag on Shein for cheap. It's nice and big. It holds everything. And because it's not leather, it's a hell of a lot lighter. And it's got a nice big strap for me to carry it. I should do advertising for Shein on my channel. All right, because a lot of people when I'm wearing, and this is from Shein as well, this T-shirt, it was slashed down to $5 Australian or $6 Australian, about $3 or $4 American, this long sleeve T-shirt. Very comfortable. I love the pattern on the front, the sun and the moon. Let me just get a pen out. Yeah, we're going to do Taurus for Crystal. Taurus. Cancer. Aries for Nina. What else are we doing? Was it Virgo for Anadilia? Virgo. Who else was in the room? Oh, you work where the kids are. Yeah, I don't know. It could cause, that's probably why the young energy was in there. You had pages coming out. So the pages could represent the children and they may have an issue with you not being there. You know what I mean? But I also feel the place you would go to work, that there would be a negative energy there from somebody. Okay. All right, so let's do the star signs. If somebody does come online, like Maurice, James maybe will pop in, Erica, Alyssa, if any of them pop on, any of my regulars pop on and they want to do a donation, just put it in capitals and put green up on the screen so I can see it. And speak of the devil, I spoke of you this morning, Gerardo. I was talking to Rhonda before I came online. And I said, oh, well, I'll get online. I'm not sure how long I'll stay online. I said, but I'm assuming that Gerardo will probably make an appearance. He tends to come to my channel once every 2 or 3 weeks. And there you are. So I predicted that you would be here. I said that Astrolove would probably be online. I knew that Crystal and Nina would be here. I didn't pick that Bethel would be here. So literally, who was the other person I said? I said I thought Maurice might show up today because I don't think Maurice has been on the channel for about 2 or 3 weeks now. Anyway, I picked it. GRAM, if you were doing a donation, I'm just doing star signs. I've only got the 4 star signs I'm doing whilst you're sorting out what you want to do. Yes, you can make a donation. I was just telling the girls that if any of my regulars come online while I'm doing this, I will take on another reading or 2. So the more I do today, the less I need to get online tomorrow. Now, I'm just giving everybody a heads up. It is school holidays for my grandson coming up. And last holiday term, my grandson came for a week to stay with Nan and Pop. It was very tiring, and I can't get online when I've got my grandson with me. So the week that he comes to stay, I will not be online, and he doesn't have sleeps anymore, so I can't even be doing recordings or anything like that. I could try and work something out to do a reading and send it on to you. But yeah, so we'll face that bridge when we get there. My son was thinking I was going to take him this weekend for next week, but that's not going to fit in with what we have on this weekend, next week, and then next weekend. So it's better that he comes probably after my birthday, basically, and for the last week of the holidays. So I'll let you all know when I'm not going to be online. But anyway, let's do the star signs while we're waiting to see what... oh, hang on, he's already paid. Okay. Oh, no. Anadilia, you've paid again? Anadilia, you've paid for a detailed reading? And now Gerardo has paid. So Anna, you're owed another reading, is that correct? Anna, detailed reading, and GRAM, which is Gerardo. Come on, come in. It showed me that you paid up on the top of the screen, but it's not loading it in. GRAM. Are you an Aries, Gerardo? Is that why you use G for Gerardo and Ram for the Ram? Aries, isn't it? Isn't Aries the Ram? Oh, you want me to do a detailed reading on if you take on the job and the job you're currently in and see what's all going on around all of that. Okay, we'll have a look at that while we're waiting for PayPal to come in. I'll quickly do the 4 star signs that I got in front of me because I promised them. I don't know who the Cancer was for, but I think that might have been for Peggy Sue if she's still here. Oh, you're Libra? Okay, we'll add that one as well. Oh, your last name. Okay, no problem. Okay, so this is for Taurus, Cancer, Aries, Virgo, and then Libra. Okay, so if you're watching, this is Sun, Moon, or Rising, the star signs. And then we'll get on to Astro Love with her detailed reading, and then followed by that, a detailed reading for GRAM. I know that you paid, but it's not showing. My PayPal is doing this at the moment. Spinning around, spinning around. It's having a problem. Oh, it's because the signal dropped out. I've got a full signal on the phone that's using the public Wi-Fi. This is using 5G private Wi-Fi, private data. Okay, let me open it again. I'll move it over that side of the table. It's funny how I just move it that far across and the signal comes in better. All right, so this is for Taurus, Cancer, Aries, Virgo, Libra, in that order. Okay, Taurus, if you had a yes and no in your mind, Taurus, it's more of a wait and see kind of answer, like now might not be the time to make a decision. You're being told about mysteries that are unfolding, things that are starting to come out, Taurus. We also got about getting a little bit temperamental at the moment, that just try and take one day at a time, slow things down. Don't be afraid of something not working, that just to know that it's going to be okay and things are going to work out. There is an obstacle that you're trying to overcome. You will be letting go of the old and moving into the new. And there's a lot of people at hand that want to give you some help and advice at the moment. But looking at it from the way I look at things here, I feel like something's discovered where there is a financial or a medical decision being made. And then we got this balance and learning from the past, okay? It can be a hereditary thing as well when we're looking at medical type stuff. And for others, congratulations, this is a baby girl. This is something to do with a baby girl, all right? And an accomplishment with school or something like that, or a new baby girl. I wasn't seeing pregnancy or anything like that, but I was seeing a baby girl there. All right, Cancer, you're up next. We got a maybe yes for Cancer. So whatever you're thinking about, we got a maybe yes. This looks very successful for Cancer coming up. This is family connections, spiritual guidance, trusting in your own instincts. It can be about marriage and commitment and being stable with somebody. A lot of happiness there. We do have our King of Cups sitting right next to the marriage here, so that if this is a female listening to this and you're married or engaged or in a relationship of some kind, this is a lot of love and emotions and family and get-togethers, and it could just be a solid, good friend, caring person that's around you. There's a lot of work coming towards you, Cancer. A lot of efforts that you're going to need. And if you've been ill or somebody around you hasn't been too well, there's a sense of recovery coming on through effort. So what I mean by that is if you've been eating bad, you're going to eat good. If you've been not getting out, getting some exercise, going for a walk or something, you're going to start getting off your bum and doing something. Aries, you're up next. Aries, we have, if you've got a yes and a no, more of a no around Aries at the moment. There's something, an emotional decision going on here. There's something that you're being told, be careful who you trust when you're moving forward with things. Be careful what you're listening to and who's telling you what. There is this working together, possibly getting recognized for your efforts. So if you're doing any kind of schooling or you're working in a new job or even participating in some kind of group activity, it's where you're starting to get recognized for your efforts. Just be careful of somebody saying what you want to hear, not what you need to hear. Okay, and there is an end of a conflict situation that has been going on with you and a particular person. There's also a sense of you're searching for something else. You're wanting an escape and move on to something else. So that's what we've got for Aries. Virgo, what have we got next for Virgo? If you wanted a yes or a no, we got no, maybe, and yes. There's a release of pain, forgiveness, the past, let it go. There has been some sort of betrayal. Maybe you betrayed somebody, maybe they betrayed you, but there's a sense of, I'm over this now, it's time to let that go. The other thing you've got, Virgo, around you at the moment is you need to face the hard work. You need to see that there's hard work to get where you need to go. You can't go around the obstacle. You have to go through it. You have to do it. And the other thing here is there is going to be some fortune, some success, some dreams coming true in the near future for you. You've got the Sun, my favourite card there. You may be dealing with a Leo energy as well, Virgo. And lastly, for the star signs for now, we've got Libra. If anybody else has joined us and you want your star sign looked at, I've got 2 readings, detailed readings to do, and then I will come back to the star signs if there's anybody else that wanted me looking at something. So this is for Libra, yes or no? In time, maybe. You've got maybe, yes and no. Very ambiguous at the moment. I think there's a lot of circumstances around whatever you're thinking about, Libra. You're being told that you're not making a decision out of fear. You're holding off on something because you're scared about the outcome instead of facing something and doing what you need to do. The other thing here is you may need to let go of an emotional commitment that you have. And get out of the whole daydreaming about it'll be better tomorrow or it'll be better next week or maybe there'll be more there in a month's time. It's just showing that whatever you're doing right now, Libra, that there's a lack of focusing on your own desires and thinking that something's going to change. The other thing here is that you're deciding to bring something to an end here. It can have something to do with a government building as well, where there's something coming to a final close there for Libra. Okay, Anadilia, we're looking more at what happened there with this job decision. I'm just still waiting for PayPal to come in. I don't know why it's not loading up. For some reason, this phone has dropped to 1 bar. This one's on 2. When I first went online, it was on 4. Okay, anyway, let's get on with it. Astro Love. I know that it came in, and I'm assuming it was a detailed reading, was it? Gerardo, was it a detailed reading that you paid for? Because I only seen it flash up on the screen and then it went away. Okay. Yeah, I know yours was. I'm talking about Gerardo, GRAM. GRAM made a payment. I can't get into PayPal to see what it was. I'm assuming it was for a detailed read. He normally pays for one detailed read or two detailed reads. Sometimes he's paid for two mini reads. So I need to know what he paid. I'll check it after this one, okay? So Anadilia, show me what things would be like if she continues to look for another job. And then on the other side of it, show me, should she stay where she is right now for a bit longer? Should she stay where she currently is? How will that work for her? Or should she, on the left is looking for another job. On the right is staying where you are. What will the situation be for Anadilia if she stays where she is on the right, or if she looks for something else on the left? Do the left situation first, which is looking for something else. You will down the track be getting something else because you've got the long-term commitment cards there, but it's not yet. Staying where you are, it's a lot of work for less money. Like you said, the money's not real good. Okay. So how I do poker deck, red cards are carefree, happiness, satisfaction, money, red cards. Black cards are stress, pain, work, movement, sickness, whatever, okay? On the left side of going to another job, should you be looking for another job right now? You have the 9 of diamonds with the King of diamonds. That is long-term commitment to what you want, getting that end of the rainbow, knowing that when you're in 10 years' time, in 20 years' time, that you're going to have a lot of money to pay for things, to do things, to have pleasure, whatever. You are going to keep investigating, keep looking. There are going to be offers. I just don't feel that they're going to be right for you at this time. There is something to do with relatives or a close friendship offering you something. I don't think that's an advisable plan. So let's say your best friend gets a job somewhere else, and then they say, you'd love it here, come and work here, the money's better, whatever. I don't think for you personally, what's working for them is going to work for you. The 3s can represent your children, so looking for another job is going to affect them. The stability card is sitting next to the happy child. The instability card is sitting next to the disgruntled child. Okay, so mainly personal stuff is coming out with you wanting to go elsewhere, go to another job. You've got 2 black 3s here. You've got a black 7 here, and you've got a 2 black 2s. 2 black 2s, which is lack of commitment. So if you did go to another job, I don't feel you would stay there, and you would change everything for something that would be temporary, and then you'd be wanting to go back, or you'd be wanting to look for something else. If you stay where you are, there is a lot of stress. You do have the 9 and the 10. You have the 9 of spades, you have the 6 and the 10 of clubs. So there is a lot of stress. The clubs are talking about the work that you're doing. So 6 hours work, 6 hours pay, 10 hours work, 7 hours pay. So the pay doesn't add up to what you're doing. You are not happy with the money, but there is a security of where you are. You have a job, you have an income coming in, your children are secure. So there's a security and a definite process here staying where you are. But emotionally, you want out. Emotionally, you want to go somewhere else. And money-wise, the money doesn't add up to what you're doing. There is an opportunity eventually for you going elsewhere, but I feel right now, if you said which area is showing me stay or go, I'm feeling that stay has the more positive energy. Let's see what the tarots have to say. Okay, make sure they're not all upside down. Okay, we're going to do the same thing, 3 from the top and 3 from the bottom. He said he's at work, so if I can't open up the PayPal, I'm going to open that PayPal on there. He's probably left it there and wants a timestamp, but I'll need to open it up to get his question, number 1, and to know whether it's a detailed reading or a mini reading or what it is. All right, Anadilia. Left-hand side, again, will be searching for another job and how that will all go for you. Right-hand side will be right now staying where you are, okay? Show me the 2 sides. Okay, this is work and communication, and that dropped out on the table towards the right-hand side. It's a good card, it's good energy. Left-hand side, let's get started. There's a lot of mystery around it, a lot of unknowns around it. You eventually will be going. Eventually you will be. We have the 10 of Wands in reverse, the overload, not too sure what you're going to do, what you're getting into, it's in reverse. GRAM, sorry, service at work is wonky, general, love, and detailed. Okay, no problem. You're looking for the money, you're assessing everything at home. There's too many unknowns at the moment with the jobs that are on offer. It could be, how far have you got to travel? Is it further to travel to what you're doing? What's going to happen with the kids? Currently you said you work where the kids are. So if you're not there where they are, is there any problems around that? Is there any problems with them getting to their school or whatever and you going where you need to go? Also, you don't want to be hasty. You don't want to jump the gun and do something too quickly, but eventually you will. Eventually you'll find your happiness and you will be going. But I don't feel it's right now. On this side of staying where you are, you have the support card number 1 coming out, the emotional stability, the support card. You have the emotional, trying to emotionally detach from what you're doing there. It can be a bit of frustration or resentment and things like that. You do have the money card sitting there where this is what you know, this is what you've been doing. Eventually it will come to an end because you want to escape. You've got death card followed by wanting to escape and then coming to an end. So the job you're doing will be coming to an end. You will be going, but I don't feel it's right now. I feel right now is not the right timing. I feel the timing is off. And then something will come in and you'll say, now is the time. This is the right job. Because when I looked at that job that you've applied for with ESOL, I think you said it was, I just felt something off about it. I felt that you're quite capable and possibly the money would be better than where you are, but at what cost? What personal cost? What travel cost or whatever? Yeah, ESOL. What are you saying up here? Exactly, resonating. Yeah, definitely. Okay. All right, let's do... We'll just do these because we've still got a minute to go. Show me 3 on the left-hand side from the top and bottom for movement and moving into a new job, or Anadilia on the right-hand side staying exactly where she is right now at her current job. Movement. There will be opportunities coming in, more than one. The nasty woman sitting right next to the snake is with you going. I feel that if you do get the opportunity to go to this ESOL, I I just feel there's going to be something wrong there. There's going to be somebody that doesn't like you or somebody that makes you uncomfortable or something. And I'm pretty sure I've seen pictures of you and you're extremely gorgeous. So there'll be a lot of jealous people out there just because of the way you look, unfortunately. It's unfortunate, but that's what happens. Everybody I know that's been really attractive or whatever and gone into work, they have so much trouble with people that feel that they're there in some sort of competition instead of their work value. You will eventually be getting something. You've got the loyalty, you've got the celebration, you've got the application, and you've got the news coming in. So you will eventually get something, but not right now. You've got this energy around you right now, okay? It can be where you're leaving, of who would come in and replace you. And then, I don't know if you're talking about a school or whatever, because you said it's where your children go. So I'm assuming you're talking about a school. The other side, and the other side, I forgot to do the other side. This is staying where you are. Yeah. All right. So staying where you are, this is you getting a vantage point and watching all the options, seeing what's there. You're waiting for the right direction, the right thing to come forward. Instead of just grabbing the next job because it's higher pay, the next job because it's not only higher pay, it's working with people that you know you'll be comfortable with, it's in the right vicinity, and it utilizes your experience and expertise. You are still on this journey here. You're trying to get over here. It's telling me here about somebody supporting you or something like that where you are. And that you're some kind of shining star where you are, even though you don't get recognition financially with it, you are recognized where you are. You are going to be looking for that new beginning when the situation finally comes. So I'm feeling like you're going to stay right where you are just for a while longer, okay? Okay. Okay. I'm just reading what you've said there. Okay. Your 2 energy questions now, and then we're on to GRAM with a detailed reading in regards to just general messages around love. And then we're finished for the day, guys. So please put a close on the room. I won't be taking on any more now. I'm going to finish up now. It's nearly 1 o'clock, so this is for Anadilia, 2 situations. Here we go. Good luck, Anadilia. Your first situation, we have secrets being revealed, coming up against people that are being very stubborn or not willing to listen and that, and then the truth finally coming out about what's going on here. At the moment, you're in an energy of, I don't know, I want to, I don't want to, should I, shouldn't I? Once more information comes out, you'll be able to be clearer about what you need to do. If you wanted a yes and a no, you got yes, no, and maybe, so I can't give you a yes and a no. All right, your second situation, we've got no, yes, and no in reverse, so pretty much a yes, no, maybe. The second situation you're thinking about, you need more open communication line. You need to talk about what's going on. Don't feel pressured or bullied by anybody. Don't get forced into agreeing to something that you don't want to agree with. The other thing here is it was supposed to be a working togetherness kind of feel, and it feels like the wheels fell off. It's like a lot more has been put on you without the financial benefits that should be coming towards you. It's also showing that at times you are lacking in your own self-confidence. You need to get your own self-confidence back. And the other thing we've got here is that you may also not be presenting yourself with how good you actually are. Oh, Gerda. Gerda, just wait until I do GRAM's reading and I'll see how we go, okay? I'll see how we go. I was going to close, but we'll see how we go. Anyway, that's what we got. We got about shyness. We got about not putting yourself forward. So you need to be open and honest. If you know that you're accomplished at something and you're very well trained at something or you're very good at something, let them know that you are and that you're deserving. It may turn around that you end up getting a pay rise where you are. If they knew that you're thinking of jumping ship, they may end up giving you a pay rise or different position or something where you're getting better pay. Anyway, thank you so much, Astro Love. Gerda, just hang around, as I said. Gerda, were you going to be wanting a detailed or just a mini reading? If you're just wanting a mini reading, go ahead and do the $7 US $7 payment over at PayPal, and we will do a mini read for you. But if you're wanting a detailed one, anyway, let's see. Let's just do GRAMs first. GRAM, are you here and listening? I'm quite surprised. I didn't go into that area because I thought that the workers would definitely go in there today. It's quite mild weather. It's not freezing cold in there. Plus they got heaters, and there's nobody in there. There was somebody in there cleaning tables, getting it ready for them. So they might still be coming in. It's only 10 to 1. They tend to come in now. But if I was in there, they would come in there. General love reading for GRAM. Did we get any response from Gerda? Okay, we're going to do a mini for you. Let me just see if I can open this now. It's the signal is bad. I've just seen a mini payment from Gerda. It's funny, Gerda and GRAM, I got those two names confused in the past, and they tend to come online at the same time for some reason. Very, very strange. So that's a mini and detailed. Gerda, you're going to have to, I'm having troubles with the PayPal thing. I can see that payments are coming in, but I can't get it to open. And I've seen that you just donated for a mini. You'll have to put your question on here after I finish or you can give it to Nina, which is my world. You can give it to her now. All right. Okay, here we go. GRAM, Gerardo. General messages around love. Now, GRAM, is there anyone in particular that might show up in this reading that you want me to nominate a particular card? Like, I can't remember her name. I know there was Mary, but that was to do with money and stuff. But yeah, I'll nominate the person that you currently know to be the Queen of Clubs or the Jack of Clubs. Razor. Razor, I will nominate, she comes up as the clubs, okay? So if the page, the Jack or the Queen of Clubs comes into this reading, it's about her as well. Show me any love messages towards Gerardo, and we nominate that the Queen and Jack of Clubs will represent Razor in this situation. Okay. 3, 5, 6. Gerado, Gerardo. 2, 3. I came in here today and I couldn't believe my luck that the doors were shut, which stops the music and the sound out there. They must have had a function in here, and I could pull the curtains across. All of those curtains are shut, so nobody in the dining area can see me. And there's no music on, and the televisions are turned off, like the sound on the televisions is off. So the spirit team was looking out for me today. I was hoping and praying that I could get in this room. All right, and just as I said about them not going into that room, a couple of them have gone into that room next to me. Okay, what's coming in love? Right in the center of the 555 that I have at the bottom here of the main part of the reading, right in the center of it is the card we nominated to mean Razor. The Jack of Clubs is sitting there. Now, at the top of the reading, we do have an emotional return of someone from the past. It's not Razor. There's some sort of melancholy. There's some sort of thoughts of the past. Why didn't it work? And it's basically showing me that this person, whoever she represents, she didn't fit, or you didn't fit with her life. So what I mean by that is you may have had a friendship, a romantic friendship with this person in the past, and for some reason it's coming up now. I don't know if you're on Facebook and you see some post from this person that you used to be with, or whether you go down to the local supermarket and somebody says, oh my God, I haven't seen you in so long, Gerardo. Did you hear what happened to blah, blah, blah? So there is this going down memory lane kind of thing going on for you, and how it just, no matter how hard you would have tried, it didn't matter whether you showered her with gifts or remembered her birthday or whatever, it was never right for her. I feel that there's going to be some information coming about whoever this person is. Now, it possibly, because it is memory lane, it possibly could be that Mary that I mentioned. It may be Razor, but we nominated which card would be Razor, and something has just bitten me. Look at the big red blotch I've got on my arm. I don't know what it was. It must be inside my clothing. Anyway, so I'm seeing this either her reaching out or you sitting at home thinking, should I write her an email? Should I send her a message? Should we just go out for coffee and talk? And then something in you goes, the last time we did this, this happened, or that happened, or whatever. I'm thinking about that Mary person because it's showing me money. It's showing me where if you did reconnect with somebody, very quickly you'd see that they start saying, oh, my electric bill was so high I couldn't pay it, or, you know, and they know that you've got a bit of money and they're sort of talking all around money. The other thing I'm seeing in love here is there is somebody you've got your eye on. You're looking at this person with affection. You're thinking, fantasizing about what you could have with this person, but you're not really doing much about talking to this person about what it is you feel or what you want at this stage. There is an invitation to go somewhere, possibly this might be what triggers memory lane. Maybe there's an invitation to a wedding or a birthday celebration back where you used to live, or where you used to go to school, or where you used to work. So there's something to do with returning to the past and then a connection happening. In the middle, where I said that Razor, the card representing Razor, is showing up, there's a connection you're having with the Queen of Hearts. She could be my colouring. She could have like strawberry blonde hair or red hair. And she could even have like a light brown hair or something like that. She's sitting side by side with Razor. So let me put it this way. If you have a connection with a new person and then Razor finds out about it, she will come jumping in and she will make it known of her how she doesn't feel too good about all of this. Oh, that's your question. I thought that was G-Ram then. I'm looking up to see what G-Ram was saying. The outcome, there's a nice surprise coming. You have two energies coming towards you. One of them is all about money and stability and that. And I think that you will see from conversations and going out to dinner and everything, the way this person presents themselves, the way they talk about whether they've got money, they haven't got money, or who bought this and who bought that. You'll start to feel that, well, this is a nice lady. I enjoy her company, but I just feel that she's looking for someone to give her money or support, or but there's another one that it's almost like you're being shy about what you want with this person. You've got red 2 and black 2. You've got red 3 and black 3. You got red 8 and black 8. All of these, the 8s are communicating and talking and gets-togethers. The red 8s is feeling very comforted. The black 8 is feeling out of place. The red 3 is sexual, physical, romantic. The black 3 is feeling like doesn't belong. Then you've got the red 2, which is a commitment with 2 people that fit. And then you've got a black 2, which can represent somebody that's divorced. It might just be showing me somebody that they're getting a divorce, but it's not final yet. So that's another thing coming into play here. It does look like you're going to have some nice conversations, go out to dinner, talking online. The most it's moving into in the coming month or 2 is more or less just a friendship, kind of hanging out. I do feel that you're going to go and explore with more than one person, though. I don't think you're just going to solely just say, this is it, this is the person, because you're not going to feel that proper connection with them. You're going to feel it's more of almost like a business meeting with somebody. There is something coming through about your family and a document closing, ending. I'm hoping that's something to do with your nephew getting released. Maybe it's coming to a final close. Anyway, let's see what we get in here. Make sure the cards are mostly upright. Yes, they are. Show me messages of love for Gerardo. Gerardo has nominated that Razor, and I have nominated that she showing up will be the Wands. The Queen, the Page, or the Knight of Wands will represent Razor. What's coming towards Gerardo in love? We'll just do top and bottom because I've spent a lot of time on the poker deck for that reading and the buzzer's already going. And then we'll do your 2 energy reads to finish up. And then next we've got Gerda with a mini question. All right, and then we're finished for the day, guys. Gerda, if your star sign is not Taurus, Cancer, Aries, Virgo, or Libra, please let Nina, which is my world, let her know what your star sign is, and I'll do that at the end of your reading. I'll tag that on. If it's one of the ones I already said, you'll have to go back and find it. I don't know when I did it, but you'll have to go back. I think it was before I did G. Ram's reading, I was doing the star signs, so about 15 minutes ago or whatever. All right, the lastly thing we have here, we don't have Razor showing up in the tarot. We do have the Empress. She is somebody you're really, really desiring. You're really, really wanting this person. We have it so desirable that you're stressing yourself out. You're at home thinking, does she look at me? Is she interested in, should I take this should I take her out? What should I do about it? You have something going on here to do with traditional values. Now, it can represent marriage. So I'm wondering whether the person you're going to be entertaining and talking to, I've already done Virgo. I'm wondering whether you're going to be waiting for somebody that says that they're getting a divorce. And maybe that's what the money talk is all about, that he's trying to take the house, or he's not going to give me the money, or we do have the Empress with the Emperor sitting in reverse. So she will have the say. She will have the power to say yes or no, and you'll have to follow along with her. Because when we got the Emperor and the Empress coming out in one reading, it's a really good match, but it also can be very conflicting because both of them want to take charge. We also have underneath the Hierophant, which is the marriage or whatever, we do have the King of Swords sitting here. This could be you getting a little bit lost up in your head about which way to take things and what to do about it. And then sitting underneath the, no, that was Nine of Swords. Then sitting underneath the marriage thing was the Seven of Wands, where making plans, basically, working at it. So you're being told if you want the relationship, you're going to have to get out there and work for this relationship. You're going to have to do something about it. The 7 can also mean, it's a black 7, it can mean going down memory lane and somebody coming out of the woodwork that you'd rather they just don't come out the woodwork. Alrighty. And let's just do your 2 situations. I want you to think about 2 situations, Gerardo. It can be anything at all. Doesn't have to be about love. Doesn't have to be about razor. It doesn't have to be about work. Whatever it is you want to think about. First situation will be from the top. Second situation from the bottom. I'll tell you what the energy is around these 2 situations. I'll give you a yes or a no if it presents itself, and a little mini read on what I see. Okay? So first situation is, if you wanted yes and no, you've got a maybe yes there. Second situation, you've got a maybe. Not maybe yes, not maybe no. So maybe yes for the first situation, maybe, don't know. The energy around your first situation, present yourself as who you are, not what somebody wants you to be. So basically, be the Gerardo you are. If you like sitting around your house in sweatpants and a t-shirt, watching the television stretched out, well, that's who you are. So if you meet somebody and you present yourself as wearing a business suit and button-up shirt and, you know, but that's not who you are. So don't be afraid to present the real version of who you are, you know. The other thing here is something to do with money, somebody being greedy, trying to get more than they're needing to get. Be careful with any kind of business transaction going on at the moment, or deals that are being sought after. Like if you're getting a higher position or signing some kind of contract, just be careful. It looks like somebody's trying to make something out of you, and it's not in your favor there. There may be some kind of fight going on because somebody's telling lies about you or something like that. That could also stand for the stuff to do with your nephew and prison and court and about lies and deception and all of that. If it is to do with that, the 7 being in reverse could mean that it's coming to a close as well. The second situation, the energy really starts off really good. A lot of passion, a lot of love, dreams coming true, feeling warmth and understanding and love. There's a need for you to leave something behind. It's finally time to cut the cord and let something go and move forward, because this is what you need to do. You're not running away, you're simply letting go of something to move forward into something better. There is some kind of breakup or something going on coming up, where something you thought, but it's just not there. It's not happening the way it should be. So yeah, there's a bit of a disappointment thing coming up. There's nothing really to do with work here. This is more about emotions. It's like you have this high emotion. What it could be is, when I did the love reading part and I said that it's like you're meeting 2 people, also there's this thing from the past as well. What it could be is the one that I said that she seems to tick all the boxes. She's got the look that you like. You've got the look that she likes. She works in a certain industry that matches with you. But then when you start to listen and really listen to what she's talking about, everything seems to be coming around money, money, money. And it's a big turn-off sort of thing. So I feel like this big rush of happiness, that you might go to some wedding or some birthday celebration, you meet this person, you're thinking, wow, this is going to be, you know, amazing. And then you start to look at it and it's not as amazing as it first looked. And then you're thinking, no, this is not for me. So that's what that second situation could be. All right, last reading for today, which is Gerda. How does Michael, the Libra, feel about the situation? What's his next step towards you? You are Virgo. I was dating him for a month and get in an argument because he cancelled our date. No communication since. Okay. This is hot drink. When I was drinking cold drink, it was making my throat and I was starting to cough and everything. Okay, so this is a mini read. Thank you, Gerda. Thank you, everybody that joined us today. Thank you, everybody that's watching. If you are watching in the background and you want your star sign read before I finish, please put it on the screen now so that Nina or Astro Love can say, do this star sign before you go. We already did Taurus. Let me just start this again. We already did Taurus, Libra, Cancer, Aries, Virgo. So if you are in the room, you are watching and your star sign has not been looked at, please just tell me what it is. And at the end of this reading I'm doing, which is only going to go for about 5 or 6 minutes, I will, before I go and before I turn this thing off, I will have a look at your star sign for you, because I do see that we've got quite a few people watching at the moment. Everybody, please put a thumbs up for the video, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. I'm not going to harass you. I'm not going to message you. I'm not going to send you emails. Just subscribe to the channel, much appreciated. And if you want a reading, you'll have to wait till next time. All right, so let's start that clock again for Gerda, not G-Ram. Gerda, Gerda, Gerda. You both came to my channel at the same time a couple of years ago, and you both seem to come online at the same time. It's really, really strange. And I got the two names confused when I was reading, the two payments confused the very first time that you came to the room. All right, Gerda wants to know. Gerda is Virgo. And let's go back to your question. Michael is Libra. Michael the Libra. Gerda wants to know, how does Michael the Libra feel about the situation with Gerda? Is there any more steps moving forward? She was dating him for a month, got into an argument, and then he cancelled the date. Because he cancelled the date, and there's been no communication. What's going to happen between Gerda, the Virgo, and Michael, the Libra? Okay, I've got to read these because these just, as you could see, they spat out. There's first time today that the cards have literally gone all over the floor. Let me just pause my watch while I'm picking all of this up. Okay. Yeah, we're going to read all of these because these are all about love. They're all about relationships. And guess what's on the floor in here? They must have had an event or something in this room, and that's why it's all closed up and no music in here. There's what Americans call fries and Australian call them hot chips. There's about 4 or 5 of them here, so I'm assuming I'm sitting where a little child was sitting or a very messy adult. All right, here we go. Gerda, we're going to read with these ones here because these are the ones that spat out that you need to see. All right. Gerda, the Virgo, Michael, the Libra, where's this relationship going to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see if it's exactly the amount of cards for a mini read. It is. I do the 7 at the top, 3, 3, 3, and then from the bottom I take 1. And we got exactly the amount of cards that I would have pulled for you for the reading. Now we will take 1 from the bottom here because I don't know if that was the bottom card. And funny enough, they're the same cards. We have 4 of spades and 4 of clubs representing in the bottom. Which is not a great thing because that can mean people talking out of turn or people talking behind the back, okay? Anyway, let's see what we got here. This is showing me what already happened. This would be a discussion that turned nasty. This would be you stipulating that you said this and you said that, you were responsible for blah, 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 and this is you and him and the minds, okay? So the first 3 cards are showing me that. He currently, he's still showing up as your love bubble. He's showing up as King of Hearts, and you're here looking at him. The Queen is looking at the King with friendship, desire. He's looking at the past. He's looking at, I think he feels a bit guilty about things, but I also feel he stands strong on his opinion or his word or whatever. Down here, what might eventuate with the 2 of you, there's a lot of people that have dropped out here on the table. We have this here. This is all about going out, celebrating, enjoyment. So don't give up just yet. There may be a chance for this to reconnect soon. What doubles did we have in the positive light? See, we got one of each. We got red 5, black 5. We got red 8, black 8. We got, that's it. I was hoping for 2 reds in the same number, not 2 blacks, because that could stipulate a, you know, that could indicate a date, sorry, not stipulate. But this is normally about going to a wedding, a party. So I don't know if you've already had some plan of attending somebody's wedding or celebration or something that's coming up soon. You may still be going together to that thing. Because you have Jack, 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 and then you sitting in the middle of the reading. It's like the little boy that needs to grow up kind of thing. I'm not seeing the 2 of you having anything more than just talking, maybe going out somewhere, talking to each other. But the resentment card is here, sitting on the end. This is talking plans of doing more, and then there we got silence or resentment. So how's this Michael the Libra feeling about everything? I think literally he's throwing himself into his friendships and his work and not really paying much attention to everything that transpired between the 2 of you. I wouldn't suggest that you, I wouldn't suggest that you're harassing him or pushing him or saying, you know, come out with me or whatever, but it does look likely that you will come back together for talking and maybe talking to each other or having some food together. You're literally being shown that you have other options if this person decides not to come back. But unfortunately, I'm not seeing that you're going to move back into a relationship with each other. Not too soon anyway. Let's just see. The buzzer's already going because it is a mini read. Let's just do top and bottom with the tarot. Show me what's going to happen for Gerda, the Virgo, and Michael, the Libra. What's going to happen between the 2 of them? Top and bottom cards. What else does she need to know? Oh, these are all upside down. Yeah. This is more promising than the poker deck. There is a journey. There is options out there in front of you. There is a firm decision being made and a plan. We do have him showing up as the King of Cups, which is a good thing. We do have a conversation going on and then going somewhere together. So I don't think it's over as far as that's it. I do think that you will be in communication with each other again. I do think you might go out and have a nice time with each other, but you might decide that it's not a, at this time, let's just catch up and let's be friends or something. I don't know how long you were dating each other before this all happened. It's looking promising as far as talking again and being in contact with each other again. But as far as being just boyfriend, girlfriend solid, I'm not seeing that at this stage. Okay? Anyway, you get one of these. Did we have any star signs, Nina, or are we finished? I was trying to find out when this might happen for your double numbers, and your double numbers were 5, which can mean on the 5th of July. It can mean in 5 weeks' time. It can even mean 5 months. And then you had double 8s. You also had double 4s underneath. So it could be the 4th of July, the 5th of July, the 8th of July. It can be 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 8 weeks, or it can represent April, May, and August. Okay, so, but none of them were double reds. They were red and black. So that's what I was looking for. I was looking to see if there was some kind of time frame on when this might occur. Yeah, I said you, Virgo, and him. I already did Virgo. Star sign before. You'll have to go before Gerardo's reading. So go back to, I'm up to 1 hour, 51 minutes right now. So I would go back to 1.5 hours when I was online and see what I'm talking about and see if I'm doing the star signs, and Virgo is in there. And when I do the Virgo, I did Libra as well. So I did his star sign and your star sign. Okay. All right. I want you to think about something in your mind right now, an energy around a situation, and I'll tell you what the energy is. I'll try and give you a yes or a no, and I'll just give you the final messages for your reading. Anyway, guys, I'm finished after that. All right, if you wanted a yes or a no, you got yes, maybe, yes. So it's a maybe yes at this time. You have some, it's where you're analysing something. You're analysing a person's behaviour, or you're analysing a job, or you're analysing how much money you pay. So you're looking at all the facts, the figures, you're sort of going over it in your mind. Do you want this? Don't you want this? Okay, so that's one card that you've got there. The other thing here is feeling like a loss of something at the moment, feeling like something's just not going to happen, sick of waiting. And then something's on the horizon, something new's coming in, a new plan's being made, a new adventure's happening. Now, you did have a lot of jacks coming out in your reading, which can mean a new person. It can mean a new adventure, a new job as well, some kind of travel. Anyway, that's what we got. No, I didn't say that he doesn't care about the situation and you. He's looking back on what happened and it looked quite toxic. And then you're looking at him and you're seeing if there's a reconnection. And I see that there may be a reconnection where you go out and you talk coming up. But I didn't see that you get together in a connection and be solid with each other at this point. But that was a very brief mini reading as well. Everything could change within the next couple of weeks. Everything could be totally different again. But I did see other energies around you, not him, around you. So there's another option there. Anyway, that's it from me, everybody. Thank you for joining me today, and take care, everyone. And I should be back online tomorrow. Not sure what time or how long I'll be online. So if you missed out today, please come tomorrow and we'll get your readings done tomorrow. Fingers crossed that I have a good connection and that I have this room available with no sound again, which would be great. Actually, we won't be at this club tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be at the other club, which it all depends on weather and whether I can get outside in the corner and it's not too cold. If it's too cold, unfortunately, I won't go online. Anyway, thank you, everybody, and take care. Gerda, I suggest that you go back, listen to Virgo and Libra, see what I have to say in there. But also, I suggest that you just take a breather, come back and listen to the reading over again, because I think you've focused on a certain thing you were expecting to hear. and it didn't come out the way you were expecting it to hit. It was actually quite a nice energy around what I was seeing there, and a turnaround that was turning better, okay? Because you had black cards on the left, which is past, which is what's happened, and then you had good and positive cards and socializing coming forward, okay? Anyway, thank you and take care, and I'll catch everybody hopefully tomorrow. Bye for now.